Welcome to the introductory course about Tecnitest Triton immersion tanks.
In this presentation, we will see the major features of the programs used to complete a scanning. Control PLC, so Tecnitest UT and VisualScan.
To enter the program, click the shortcut Control PLC. Change the size of the view. Connect or disconnect from PLC. Select Active Axis. You can move selected axis in both directions pressing the buttons. Also, you can change speed and accelerations during movements. To move selected axis to a position, enter the value and click Go to Position. You can also move the axis in increments. To avoid collisions, you can set up axis movements limits. The axis will remain inside the limits. You can set up different limits for every axis. In any moment, you can press the E-Stop Red button to stop all movements in progress. Press the Reset button to remove current axis limit. To define a scanning area, move the axis to the desired starting point and press Point 1 button. Then go to the end scanning position and press Point 2 button. You can always modify each coordinate individually. To avoid collisions when approaching to the start scanning position, you can click the Move Z Up button. Also enter the scanning speed and index step. Click in any moment during the scanning to activate or deactivate the movement. Select the ultrasonic setup file that will be used during the scanning by clicking into the Up File button. In some cases, it could be useful to set up the current axis position to 0 value. Before exit the program, always save any valid modification that you want to use in future scannings. When you finish your scanning setup, click Exit to close the program and return to Windows. To run the program, press the shortcut Tecnitest UT. Please wait till open the communication with the ultrasonic equipment. From the main screen, you can set up all the ultrasonic parameters as needed. Besides the global attenuation, you can see the amplitude, attenuation distance, and time of flight of the peak in the gate. Below the scan, you have access to different tabs to adjust the scope, receiver, transmitter, gate, and synchronization parameters. You can always check current temperature of the UT equipment into UT Status tab. Using the main menu, you can change the size of the window at your convenience. To select a specific calibration, use the Load File option from the main menu. The global attenuation is obtained from 4 ultrasonic sequences. To obtain the global attenuation value, you must enter the desired level between sequences. All sequences must have the same ultrasonic parameters except the gain. To adjust the sequences, press the duplicate A1 button. With the A1 sequence selected, adjust the ultrasound's parameters according to your needs. Adjust the gate origin and width to follow the peak of your interest, and generate the C-scan of attenuation during the scanning. When all parameters have been adjusted into the A1 sequence, press the duplicate A1 button to copy current setup to the rest of sequences. Verify that the 4 sequences have the same ultrasonic parameters, except for the gain. You can always change the level between sequences to achieve certain value of global attenuation. Be always sure that all sequences have the same ultrasound parameters. Finally, use the main menu option to save your changes and generate a calibration file for future scans. When you finish, click the Exit menu to return to Windows and close the program. To execute VisualScan, double-click into the shortcut. In File menu option, you can select from the list a previously opened file. You will see then the C-scan of attenuations and the color scale in the bottom of the screen. Using the zoom option, you can reduce or magnify the image. To highlight an area of the image, you can move the origin of the color scale and change the number of colors displayed. You can also select a more convenient color scale and invert the order of colors displayed. In the Tools menu option, you have a brief help about commonly used keyboard shortcuts. For instance, you can measure distances between different points in the image. Or select several shapes like circles and polygons to create a histogram. The histogram shows all statistic information in the selected area. You have a complete range of options to adjust and verify the values according to your specifications. For instance, you can move the polygon shape and see in real time the analysis of the new covered area. When you finish your analysis, you can remove the lines and polygon shapes from the screen. If it is needed, you can adjust the mechanical hysteresis to eliminate distortions in the image. A thumbnail view provides easy navigation through the scanned image. The Show Scan Parameters menu option gives you access to the details of the scanning. You can show in the screen multiple images and organize the views in many ways. You can adjust every single view independently, changing for instance the number of colors, the zoom level, or the scale type, among others. When you finish your analysis, use the Exit option into the File menu to close the program and return to Windows. To make a scan, first open VisualScan and select the Scan menu. In the dialog, select a previously saved area from Control-PLC and enter a name for the result file data. Click into the green Start Single Scan button and follow the instructions. If the Control-PLC and Tecnitest UD programs are not running yet, they will start automatically. The scanning area and calibration file will be automatically loaded. Then it will show several dialogues to confirm that the scan conditions are correct. After moving the axis to the starting point, it will ask for a final confirmation to start the scan. The C-scan data will be updated at the end of every single x-axis movement. During the scanning, you can see in real time the ultrasonic signal, A-scan. You can also maximize the Tecnitest UD window to access to several interesting options into the green synchronization tab. For instance, you can adjust the mechanical hysteresis, reverse horizontally the image on the screen, or apply a noise reduction filter, everything in real time. You can stop the scanning in any moment, clicking into the red stop buttons. If you have an open inspection into VisualScan, you can continue the scanning from any valid scanning line. You can get previously the line number from the Y coordinate when you move the cursor over the image. Confirm all messages, and the axis will move to the selected line number position. The inspection on the screen will be updated with the new data. You can stop the scan and repeat this process as many times as needed. That way, you can fill the gaps between scanning lines. To adjust the hysteresis for all the future scanning, you can test several values and see which one is the best fit, all in real time. When you have the right hysteresis value, you can again stop the scanning and update the inspection with the new setup. Clicking into the reverse image button, you can change the horizontal position of the inspection on the screen for the new lines. Using the filter image and filter width options, you can apply a noise reduction filter in real time, line by line. During the scanning process, all ultrasound parameters will remain disabled to avoid any misconfiguration. You will be able to analyze the inspection and progress in real time, even during the movement of the axis, not only at the end of the scan. Finally, to return Windows and close VisualScan, click into the Exit option from the File menu.
Tecnitest ultrasonic immersion tanks. Thank you for your attention.